together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's all IP to the bookies. All IP to the bookies. All IP to the bookies. All IP to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I'm starting the show solo myself today. Nick will be here in a little bit. His class is running late, and I figured, hey, we've got a shit ton of NBA games today, 15 of them on the docket. So I'm like, I'm going to start a little bit early, or I'm going to start on time, and then he can probably meet up with me for halfway through the NBA or something like that. But pretty much every single team besides two are not in action today. I don't know which two. Every single team's in action today because I was thinking 32 teams. It's only 30. Every single team in the NBA is in action today. It starts at 7, and it's 15-minute intervals all the way to 10:30. So constant NBA after 7 o'clock. Also, a shit ton of college basketball is going to be on today. There's 115 games that don't involve Division II. And that's how we kind of, obviously there's not going to be lines for Division II. I think there's like 350-something games today. But all of them most of them have Division II in them. ECU is playing against a random team from North Carolina. So there is a bunch of college basketball today, just a lot of Division II stuff. Did I type up anything? I did. Okay, yeah, all the games are typed up good. But we're going to be talking about NBA today. If anybody has any questions about any of the games for college basketball, leave them in the chat, and I will pull up my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet's on my monitor, so I can look them up for you. At the moment, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 players loaded up for college basketball tonight. All of them are on my CapperTek. Link to that's in the description below. If you follow me over there, you'll get a week's worth of plays for free, including all my college basketball for today. I'm keep on pushing it. I have 10 followers on CapperTek. It's quite simple. Just sign up for an account. It is free to sign up. And just go and follow me, and I'll give you a week's worth of plays for free. And all my college basketball is there. That's where you can find everything. I will be putting up NBA throughout the show on there, so I have not put up anything on NBA just yet. Obviously, I did bet 2 plays already because I did them as free pick videos, and I did. If you guys have not checked it out, I did do balling out as well. Balling Out is back on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. I will put that link in the description below as well, because we're continuing to roll with some. We're starting back up, and you've got some college basketball there, and you've got some NBA. And if you guys want to check it out, give me a like over there. I really do appreciate that. Now, we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a recap from yesterday. Yesterday was an NFL day. I believe I ended up going 6-2. Unfortunately, 2 of those losses were contest picks. Sorry, 3 of those losses. All 3 losses were contest picks, which is not fun because the girls are really starting to bring out a lead. Started off the day with the Ravens -8. That was a winner. The Chargers money line was also a winner. The Bills -6.5 was a loser. Commanders -4 was a winner. Cardinals -2 was a winner. Rams -1 was a winner. Packers money line was a loser. And the Colts at the end of the night, late touchdown kind of killed us there. They could not cover the 5-point spread. It is what it is. It's a profitable day. I will always take a profitable day. And now we'll end up going and jumping into some NBA action. We'll go ahead and say hi to the chat. 5 minutes in, and I'm just getting to you guys, so appreciate your patience. Marcos was here at 8 a.m. Impressive, dude. What up, my guys? Let's get to this cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation. Subscribe and share. Teme, full NBA slate. Let's value. And we got some college basketball. Yes, we do. Road Warriors tonight and the Bucks. I'm probably not going to be on the Bucks. Warriors. I know these are your two teams. When do the Warriors play? Did I just go? Laying 10 points on the road. Yeah, no, thank you. Leave it up to the Saints to kill all parlays. Shake my head. Unbelievable. Every week, it's always one losing to the bum Panthers. I know, right? Giants +4 was a loser. Patriots was a push. Falcons win a winner. Grant Deplete over tackles and assists was a winner. Taysom Hill over rushing yards, loser. Saints over with the Saints Panthers over was a winner. Cardinals moneyline winner. Packers and Seahawks were both losers. Jake Elliott over field goals, loser. Caps versus Canes over was a push. Rangers in regulation was a winner. Kraken versus Bruins over 6. So over 5.5. Winner 1-1-1 yesterday in hockey. Went 5-7-1 in hockey yesterday. I did not bet any hockey yesterday. So all your plays are in college basketball today. I love it. Minnesota W, Canes W. Love to see it. Didn't love to see it. Honestly, it would have been okay if that game ended 14-10. Of course, that had to get messed up. Baylor. I remember seeing Baylor down here versus Gonzaga. If that's up to that big of a spread, you boosted it. I have that game at a 2. So I would actually probably be leaning towards Baylor with you. Yeah. St. Louis money line. It's St. Louis. Towards, what is that? It's the third one. We have slight lean towards Santa Clara, but not enough to bet it. Indiana State, yes. Brown. I believe Brown was, Brown's one that we like. Wright State. It's a lean towards Wright State, but didn't bet it. Troy is we have no value on that game at all. Not even a lean towards any side. Georgia. I love these little schools, dude. I love the little schools. Georgia State. We have a little bit of lean towards Ballsack State, but it didn't bet it. Bonaventure. We have a lean towards Bonaventure, but not enough to bet it. UMass. Massachusetts. It's a lean towards New Hampshire, but didn't bet it. Army is a lean towards VCU, but didn't bet it. Alabama State. I did not have a line for. You said it's 13.5. That would be a UNLV play for us. I see your next one is New Mexico. New Mexico, we have a slight lean towards Nicholls State, but not enough to bet it. Ovechkin needs 35 more goals. He's going to do it like a savage, break Gretzky's record. There you go. So I'm leaning towards. Good luck. Any election bets? I don't. Ask Nick about that later when he comes on. Just found out IL, they don't offer the election betting. Oh, that's rough. You could always do it on Bovada. Just figure out that one out there. Bet on Juan Soto becoming an LA Dodger. No, thank you. I think that he's going to be a New York Met, and they're going to offer him. I was seeing some possible contracts of 14 years for $700. So Nature's is tearing it up right now. 18 points in 10 games. Jeez. Andrew, well, you should have betted Trump like 2 days ago. His odds to win are going back up, saying that he's at least a 60% chance. So underdogs, or look at states like Wisconsin that are more tall. So there you go. Boley's goal was gross. I didn't bet it personally, so I didn't see it. There's my CapperTek. There you go. Tim by himself feels like it's been so long since this has happened. I don't really know if it has all that often. So, yeah. Saints fired Dennis Allen. Not a surprise. Remember that when the Saints were 2-0? There is my balling out video. So make sure if you guys want to check that out, leave a like on it. On my way home. Nick's on his way home. Yay, balling out's back. Yes. Skull. No. Table tennis. There you go. I'd rather bet on pool than table tennis. Yes, Tim A. It's a full NBA. Feels like a kid in a candy store. I don't know how much I'm going to get to it because a lot of the spreads are just stupid. 8-ball. Darts would be fun to bet on, I feel. Check your DMs. I will after the show or when Nick gets here. I can't really do that right now. Let's jump into the NBA card. We get the Milwaukee Bucks against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland's a 7-point favorite. 230 is the total. Milwaukee. What the hell is going on with Milwaukee? They won their first game by 15 against Philly and have proceeded to lose 5 games in a row. Chicago, Brooklyn, Boston, Memphis, and Cleveland. And they have not covered any of those games. And they're 2-4 towards the under. Cleveland, on the opposite side, has been the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. 7-0 start. 7-0 against the spread. 4-3 over and under record. Wins against Toronto, Detroit, Washington, New York, LA, Brooklyn, and this Milwaukee team. They won by 1 point in Milwaukee. Now it heads to Cleveland. As much as my system thing kind of tells me, hey, you should be betting Milwaukee here, I'm not touching this one. I do not trust Milwaukee, and the line kind of tells me that Cleveland blows them out. Because normally, if it switches venues, it switches, 3 points, 4 points? Yeah, that's a 5-point swing that direction. So it's just, I would personally end up leaning towards Cleveland, undefeated against the spread. I have this team to win the Eastern Conference at 17-1. I really do think this Cleveland team is dominant. They struggled at the end of last year because they were injured. I think they're good enough to win, keep winning here. Am I thinking about it? Are they going to cover the 7? That's my biggest concern, and that's why I'm going to stay off this game. So we'll start off the card with a pass for right now. Lots of big spreads, yes. Milwaukee, yes, I know you're a Milwaukee. Remember, if you want plays tracked, use the word official with the play and the odds. Yes, that's right. Nick's doing his new thing. So if you guys are interested in that, check that out. Cavs or nothing. Bucks plus 7. Yes, I was just saying when you yeah, I got you. My Bucks are going to be okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't put much stock into October, November basketball. So example, Cavaliers -7, -110 official. That's what Nick wants to do. That if you guys want your plays tracked, Nick will do that for you. Bucks first half money line +185. Milwaukee revenge. They only lost by 1. Yeah, I know. I was on Cleveland the last game. That was nice. Last time I bet NBA on Saturday, I went 5-0. So that was nice. Nick, keep driving. Stop texting. Bucks first quarter. Pass though will be tracked. Yes, I guess so. Nick wants to do that. Yes. Let's keep on rolling. We get the Golden State Warriors taking Washington Wizards. The Warriors are 10-point favorites. 231 is the total in this game. Golden State off to a nice start this year. 5-1, 5-1 against the spread, 3-3 over under record. Granted, you look who they played. They played Portland. Utah hasn't won a game yet. They lost to the Clippers, which the Clippers have been a little bit scrappy so far this year. 2 wins against New Orleans, who look like dog shit, and a win in overtime versus the Rockets. So not really much stock to put into. They're going up against Washington, who's a dog shit team too. So not really much to be put into there. Washington 2-3 against the spread, 3-2 towards the over. If your team name is not the Atlanta Hawks, you have beaten the Washington Wizards, because they beat the Hawks twice, lost to Boston, Cleveland, and Miami. Should the Warriors win this game? Yes, in theory they should. Are they going to cover a double-digit spread on the road? I'm not as inclined to want to go after that. Personally, this might be just another game. Keep in mind, there's a lot of college basketball today. I don't feel the need to get to a lot of NBA. So for me in this one's also going to be a pass to start the card. Milwaukee over. Probably not college, right? I mean, you can do college. Warriors -10 and the over. Road Warriors and the over. I can see the over in this game, but I just don't feel the need to bet it. Pass. There you go. Let's keep on rolling. I think I'm going to end up jumping on this game. We get the LA Lakers and the Detroit Pistons. The Lakers are 7-point favorites. 226 is your total in this one. Lakers actually off to a decent start this year. 4-2. 4-2 against the spread. 4-2 towards the over. Wins against Toronto, Sacramento, Phoenix, and Minnesota. Losses to Cleveland and Phoenix. On the opposite side, we get the Detroit Pistons, who are 4-3 against the spread, 2-5 to the under, and a 2-5 overall record. So they are covering spreads. They've covered in 4 out of their last 5. After losing their first 4 games, they've won 2 out of their last 3. So they're on a little bit of a better trajectory right now. And in result, I'm going to be grabbing the Detroit Pistons in this game. I'm going to grab them plus I'm getting 7.5. This is a Lakers team that I expect to be okay, but I don't want to be laying big spreads on the Lakers on the road. Just not something I'm going to do. Detroit, I think, is good enough to cover a spread here, so I'm going to be jumping on the Pistons to start off my card. I got them at 7.5. Thoughts on James Mad? Let's get James Mad up. We have that game at a 2.41, so it's right on there. Pistons +7. Yes. Detroit money line. I'll go for it. Under. I could see an under in that game. Pistons +7.5 -110 official. I will make sure Nick sees that when he gets here, because he's going to be the one that tracks everything. Let's keep on rolling. And congratulations to the Atlanta Hawks. You finally covered a spread last night as they won by 15 points against the New Orleans Pelicans, which I completely missed that game. I wish I was able to jump on that one because, we'll go over why in a minute. Boston is a 10.5-point road favorite. They are 6-1 this year, 4-3 against the spread, 3-3-1 over/under record. They are coming off of back-to-back games in Charlotte, winning those games by 15 and by 10. They played a back-to-back in Charlotte, but they're 6-1. They also have wins against New York, Washington, Detroit, and Milwaukee. A loss in Indiana, so that's interesting to see there. I remember being on that one. On the opposite side, we get the Atlanta Hawks, which up until last night were very predictable because they had never covered a spread and they went over every single game. Well, they covered the spread for the first time. I wouldn't be laying 10.5 points on the road team anyway, so let's not get that one twisted. But I will be right back on the over. Over 234. I already have that one locked in. That was one of my balling out picks for last night. This is just an Atlanta Hawks team. I expect to see a lot of points. I may end up taking the Boston Celtics team total over as well. This has been a Hawks team that has been allowing a lot of points to their opponents. 116, 120, 128, 121, 133, 123, and then a good game last night for them at 111. But on our second leg of a back-to-back, I think Atlanta struggles defensively. I like the over in this one. Over 234. Celtics are nothing. Hawks +10. Boston in the over. I do like the over in that one. Let's keep on rolling through the games. We get the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The Grizzlies are 5.5-point road favorites in this one with a total of 225.5. 4.5 in this game. And we'll look at the two sides. Memphis, 4-3 this year, 3-4 against the spread, 5-2 towards the over. So they've been more of an over team this year. They have wins against Philly, Milwaukee, Orlando, and Utah. Losses to Houston, Chicago, Brooklyn. On the opposite side, we get a scrappy Nets team who is 3-4 this year, but they're 5-2 against the spread. Their covering streak snapped with a 14-point loss to the Detroit Pistons last game. Before that, they covered in 4 in a row and won 3 out of 4 of those games. And this has just been a Nets team that I've just kind of been riding a little bit. And I'm going back to them today. Brownouts for Detroit. Interesting. Memphis and the over. And then Celtics over. That's not a line. Is it? Did you mean 121 for the Celtics or 234 in terms of the entire game? Let me know, because 221.5 is not a line for either one of those. Let's keep on rolling, because we got the Sacramento Kings heading to Miami. The Miami Heat are 2.5-point favorites. 226 is the total in this one. Look at the two sides. Kings 3-3 to start the year. 2-3-1 against the spread. 4-2 towards the over. They had won 3 out of their last 4 wins against Portland, Utah, Atlanta. Losses to Toronto, LA, and Minnesota. On the opposite side, you get the Miami Heat, 3-2 to start the year, 2-3 against the spread, 2-3, more of an under team so far. Wins against Washington, which was in Mexico, Detroit and Charlotte. Losses to New York and Orlando on the first game of the year. This is a game that I'm staying away from. It would be a lean towards the Heat at this point, because I have seen a little bit of line movement, because I saw 1.5 earlier. Now it's up to a 2.5. So still within 3 points. I feel like that would be okay to lay, but I'm not going to be laying it right now. This one's going to be a stay away. Plays have to be pretty solid in order for me to want to bet them on a day like today with all the sports going on. So this one's going to be a pass. Nick, welcome.
Yeah. I have to get up all the markets and everything for these games, so I haven't really looked too much into it at the moment. So I don't have anything for this. I'll start contributing next game.
That's fine. So far today, I don't know if you've been watching it all. I'm on Detroit
Pistons.
plus the points, over, and the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
121.5. There you go. Kings money line and Kings in the over lean. There you go. Let's jump into this one, Nick, which just looks like a 1-800 gambler for me.
Yeah. Let's get into it here. We have the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz. We have the Bulls 7.5-point favorites in this game, total 228 in this spot. I took a shot at the Jazz in their last game against Denver, and they got pumped. So that was fun there. They were 11-point dogs. I took a shot there, but it is what it is. Let's get into the line history in this one. Line opened up at a 7. It's now a 7.5, so we do have a move towards the Bulls. Line opened up 228, still a 228 here in this spot. The ultimate question is, do you want to trust the Bulls to win by basically double digits? I know it's a 7.5, but you're basically asking them to cover double or to win by 8+, so double digits. It feels like there. With 45% tickets, 47% of cash on the line, it's moving towards them. So I guess the market's kind of suggesting they will. 87% tickets, 85% cash on the over. The line's not really moved there too much. It would be Bulls or nothing. That would be the way I would go. If I'm playing, I'm laying. But I don't think I'm getting to this one here.
Yeah, I feel like this is just a 1-800 gambler game. Utah is still yet to. I believe they're the only team in the NBA to yet to win a game. If I remember correctly. Yep, 0-6. So the only team that has not covered a spread yet. I really don't feel the need to go after this one. Utah has not really been covering either. They've only covered in 2 out of 6. Chicago has been one of those teams, but I don't want to lay points. This is the first time that Chicago's favored this year. I'm not going to lay points on the Bulls. No, I don't feel the need to go after this one.
Fair. I am gonna put a play in real quick. And then it's funny, I used it as an example without even like really looking too that deep into the game, but I will use it here. Cavaliers -7 at -110 is going to be an official play for me. And I will get to the other games in a little bit.
There you go. Utah over. Yeah. Bulls smash. Jazz low-key tanking right now. I don't think the Jazz are low-key tanking. Pass. Here you go.
High key.
Let's head to this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets. The Knicks 3.5-point road favorites in this game. Total
They're actually down to a 2 now.
219 in this spot. It's actually down to a 2 now. Wow. All right. Let's get into it. If you're able to look up an injury report to figure out maybe if this is cash related or this is injury related, that'd be good to know. Sign opened up at a 4, got all the way up to a 5.5 at one point. Now we're looking at 2s here in this one. Line opened up 221. It's down to a 217.5. So we have a move towards the Rockets here, and we have a move towards the under in this one as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow. It's 74% tickets, 77% of cash on the Knicks on the spread, 82 and 85 on the money line. I'm feeling that you just, whether it's just taking the points or taking or taking the money line, I would only look Rockets in this game. It's dog or pass in this spot here, and I kind of want to take the +2.
I see nothing in terms of injury report that we need to note of.
Hurt. I'll take the Rockets.
I'm going to be on the Rockets here. Yes, I'm high in this Knicks team. I will say I do think they have a shot to win the East. They're coming off of back-to-back wins now against Miami and Detroit. They are at Houston, then they go to Atlanta, and before they can come back home for one game. So kind of a rough schedule for the Knicks to start off the year. Houston, coming off of an OT loss on the 2nd to Golden State. Previous to that, had won 3 out of 4. Looking a little bit better than I kind of thought. I mean, this is going to be a Rockets team that's going to be scrappy this year. They're young. I feel like this Rockets team next year or in 2 years could be pretty close to like the Thunder last year. Not to the point where I think they're going to win the West or win the top team in the West or anything, but definitely a team that I think could cause some damage. So I'll jump on it with you. I'll take the Rockets here. I just grabbed the money line at +117.
I got +2 -110 or Rockets +2 -110 for me.
You know, Rockets, Houston in the under, Rockets money line official.
Rockets, okay, appreciate it.
Islanders +1.5 loser, Kraken loser, Tampa loser, Canes winner, Leafs loser, Ducks loser, Flames loser. Nice way to end off a profitable week. I sense a little bit of sarcasm. Let's jump into this ugly one.
Yeah, let's get into it here. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Charlotte Hornets. T-Wolves 10-point favorites, total 226 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this one here, where we have the Wolves opened up as 9.5-point favorites. It's now 10. Line opened up 224.5, and it jumped to a 226.5. So we have a move towards the over. We have a move towards the T-Wolves in this game here. 82% of tickets, 82% of cash on the over in this one. Sharp money coming in on the Minnesota Timberwolves. 31% of tickets, 49% of cash on the T-Wolves. So expecting a potential blowout spot here for them in this game. We have the T-Wolves coming in off of a loss in their last game. They are 3-3. They're 1-5 against the number this year. So they're not covering spreads. They haven't covered in 4 in a row. They're 4-2 to the over as well. Charlotte 2-4, 3-3 ATS. They're 1-1 away from Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Timberwolves are 2-1 in Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Their 2 wins, they didn't cover neither of them. 119 to 116 against the Nuggets, and 112 to 101 as 14.5 point favorites against the Raptors. If I'm playing, I'm laying in this game here. I would only look towards maybe a bounce back spot with the Minnesota Timberwolves laying 10 points. Charlotte coming in off of back-to-back games against the Boston Celtics. 3 games in 4 nights on the road here. Granted, this is their first game of a road trip. They just finished a 4-game homestand. But I think this, if anything, this would be Minnesota bounce back spot. And a lean towards an over in this one. So maybe that's a Minnesota team total over, but no play for me at this moment.
Yeah. If I'm going to lay double digits, there's got to be a reason for me to do it. And, well, you'll see in the next game about it. But I want nothing to do with a Minnesota team that's not covering spreads. 1-5 against the spread, and then you have to lay double digits on them. Sure, they're in a bounce back spot. If they were like 8.5 or something in that range, I would be more interested in going after that. I don't really feel the need to go after to go after them at a -10. Charlotte has looked a little bit better this year. They are coming off of back-to-back losses to Boston. They covered in one, they didn't cover in the other. I do think this Charlotte team is kind of scrappy. They're a little bit more healthy this year, which is definitely going to help out in that case. But is it enough for me to want to try to take them here today? No. Once again, I don't need to go after every single game, especially with having, I think I have 17 college basketball plays today. Yeah. So I didn't feel the need to have to rush to every single game. I will have something in the next game, but I kind of took it a little bit easier in an NBA for a 15-game slate.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Wolves, UCF. Yes. That was one that I was. Where's the UCF? Yeah. That's one that I feel like it's a lean that way, and I'm probably going to end up. I'm going to go and end up grabbing that one as a system play, because it's a ranked versus unranked, and the unranked is within a, call it 4-point spread. If the unranked team is a 4-point dog or less, that's when I kind of want to go after them. Okay. They're 4.5 now. Never mind. So that originally was a play. I did not bet it yet. I'm not going to bet it. So there you go.
Okay. Can we potentially track something this year with that system play? Because I believe that this would be better if the unranked team is a favorite, or at the very least, no more than a bucket dog. So no more 2.5.
I do 4. I do 4 point.
I would do 2.5 just because the team only has to win by a bucket, type of thing.
Fair enough. Minnesota teams are winning.
Yeah, it's until they get to the playoffs, and then they'll lose.
Nick, would you want to track college also?
Yeah, any sports within realistically, like, don't give me table tennis plays, don't give me snooker plays, but yeah, college basketball, college football, NBA,
cricket,
NFL.
rugby.
Don't give me rugby. Something I can check relatively easier. Something that we cap. I mean, you can give me CFL, you can give me stuff like that. Just sports that we actually cap here. No soccer, please. But other than that, yeah.
There you go. System play. Minnesota teams are great.
They're annoying. and their choke
All right,
artists
Nick.
when the games get the biggest.
I don't always lay chalk, but
Oh boy, here we go. 12.5-point favorites are the Oklahoma City Thunder, but Tim, they're playing the Orlando Magic. Magic. Yeah, without Banchero. This is an ugly team without him. Line opened up at a 10 up to a 12.5, so the line's moving towards these Thunder. Line opened up 219. It's now down to a 215, so we have a move towards the under as well. So Thunder unders with 92% of tickets and 88% of cash on the over. 77% of tickets, 74% of cash on the Thunder. The line's moving towards the Thunder here in this spot. And I don't always lay big favorites, and I'm not doing it here. If I'm laying a big number, I want a good reason why. And usually for me, that is that big favorite's coming off of a bad loss, something along those lines. The Thunder are 6-0 and 5-1 against the spread. So yeah, they're covering numbers. They're blowing out teams. They're probably the best team in basketball right now.
yeah,
I just don't feel the need to force an under here or force a play in this spot. It'd be under or nothing probably, but the Thunder have been playing a little bit more, or the Magic have been playing decent over games. So ultimately, not a spot I'm getting to. I guess gun to head, I had to bet anything in this game. It's the Magic team total under. That'd be the only way I would attack this game. Would be Magic team total under, but no play.
Can I give a little bit of convincing for you?
Yeah.
The Orlando Magic are coming off of they're going to be on a second leg of a back-to-back. They did just get blown out by Dallas. I will say that. They lost by 33 to Dallas. I don't care. They're on a back-to-back without their big player. And Oklahoma City is 5-1 against the spread. They realistically could be 6-0 against the spread, depending on where you got that San Antonio Spurs line at, because there were some 11.5s. The smallest victory margin of victory for this team so far this year was 12 points. And that was against San Antonio. They are blowing all their opponents out. They look so freaking dominant. And I think they continue their dominant ways tonight against an Orlando Magic team that's just a show of themselves without Paulo Banchero. I never lay double-digit spreads. This is a very, very rare case of me doing so. Thunder minus the points here. And not to mention, it's gone from 11.5 to 12.5.
Yes, it has. It actually opened up at a 10. So yeah. I understand that. I'm personally not gonna get involved, but I understand the cap there.
Thunder smash. Thunder and the under. Magic money line, NBA system play. Nah. Baylor. These are all the plays that he mentioned earlier. I already talked about them. Probably going to hate me after this. Pass. Can you cap MasterChef? Yes, with Gordon Ramsay. No. What's up, fellas? Just hopped on. Golden State first half full game. Cavs, OKC, and Memphis -5. Jaw assist. I'm actually against you on that Memphis play. I took Brooklyn. I won't give you table tennis. I live bet it, so it wouldn't even work. I understand live betting table tennis if you understand the numbers. Speak about a 1-800 gambler game, Nick.
Ooh. Yeah. By the way, I got all your plays typed up there, Mike Lennon. Also, if you guys want your plays tracked, do exactly what Cannon's doing in the chat there, giving the plays and the odds. I have, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Not the invite, real quick. I just want to show off what I'm doing at the moment, and then I'll put these in the spreadsheet when it comes to it, and we'll have leaderboards and things like that. But this is how I'm typing up each individual day. And then these records will get put in a spreadsheet. So if you guys want your plays to be tracked and we can keep track of whose plays have been doing better, just put it in the chat there. So there's that. All right, let's keep it going here. New Orleans and Portland. The Blazers -3. The Parleys -3 total 221.5. Let's get into the line history in this one here, where we have this line opened up at a 3. It's down to a 2.5. So we do have a move towards the Blazers. Line opened up 222. It's down to a 221. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. 85% of tickets, 82% of cash on the spread for the Pelicans. The line's moving towards the Blazers. This is spelling a really nice play on the Portland Trailblazers in this game. 83% of tickets, 82% of cash on the over here as well. We have the Pelicans arguably looking like one of the worst teams in the NBA right now.
I would agree.
And they are, even though they won their first 2 games. This is the 3rd time they've played the Portland Trailblazers, by the way. They won the first matchup 105-103. They lost the second matchup 125-103. The 2 wins so far for the Pelicans were the first game of the year against the Bulls and then against the Blazers. They've lost, and then they beat the Pacers as 4.5-point dogs on November the 1st. On the flip side, we have the Blazers off back-to-back losses in this spot. Everything kind of correlates for me here. Give me Portland plus the points in this game. I don't know who wants to really lay points with the Pelicans right now. And I'm getting 2.5. I'll take the 2.5 here. Minus 110 here with the Blazers.
I just want to press the 1-800-GAMBLER button and move on, to be honest. I really don't feel the need to have to go after this game. So I'll be quick with it. Nothing. This is a 1-800-GAMBLER move on type of deal.
That's fair. My bad. Plus 2.5, minus 115. Plus 2.5, minus 115.
Appreciate it. Blazers money line. Trump and Harris are a pick 'em, Nick.
Nice.
I'll do official place for hockey. Drew, do official place. No, under first quarter. Okay. Only 2 NHL games, need to reassess a few teams. Are the Wild, Caps, and Jets really going to keep this up?
I think the Wild can. The Wild were a team that I kind of liked heading into the year, but I was kind of talked off futures for them. So, and I won't name who talked me off of futures for them, but yeah.
Pass, Mr. Trap. Do player props count for official? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not anymore, I don't think. Oh, okay. Trump regaining his lead again. Robert, I think so. Terry did. Yes,
Terry did.
Yes, let's keep on rolling.
Let's go Wild himself. Talked me off of Wild futures. I like them over their point total and make the playoffs at like minus 130. But let's keep going. We have the Indiana Pacers and the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks minus 5, total 237 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Line opened up 4.5, got up to a 5, back down to a 4.5. Look at our opening line 232.5, all the way up to 237. So, are we starting to get more overs in Pacer games? Is the ultimate question. 80% of tickets, 77% of cash on the over. Lines moving towards it. 54% of tickets, 55% of cash on the Pacers. The line's not really moved too much there. We have an Indiana team that started off the year kind of struggling. And one thing we noticed when they were struggling is their games were going under the total. But now they've played the 4 straight overs. They're starting to play with more pace, and they're starting to score more points. But they've lost 3 of their 4 games that they've gone over there in the last 4 games. I mean, I think this line's going up for a reason. I would lean over in this game. Not a game I'm going to get involved with, though.
I don't really feel the need to. I understand you're thinking of the overs, but the Mavericks are a really good defensive team. So not really somebody – Dallas isn't somebody I want to take an over with. So it's more of a not interested in the Dallas side of that. I would have to lean Pacers plus the points. Once again, this is a Dallas team that, I mean, they're coming off of winning the West last year. They're a solid squad, and they picked up Klay Thompson, who is going to help them on the wing. Now, is it going to make that big of an impact? Maybe. But I want to see a little bit more from this Dallas team before I really want to put more of my money on them.
Fair. I think even with the Dallas, I think this would be more of the Pacers dragging them to an over with the pace. I get it. They could be a good defensive team, but if you're increasing your possessions this game because you're playing a faster game, then yeah, I could see this game being more high scoring just because of pace itself.
I don't hate that. Just not something I need to get involved with. Terry, do you still do YouTube? Yes, he does every day. Dallas over. Mavs smash. Pass. That total seems high. It's high for an for a Dallas game, but it's average for Indiana. Harvard minus 3.5. I love my Harvard squad. We have it at exactly a 3.55, so not really interested. Indy plus the points. Pun intended for the Pacers. Haha. Indy's got injuries. Yeah, they're a little bit beat up to start the year. We've got 3 more NBA games, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Toronto Raptors and the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets, 10-point favorites in this game, total 230 in this one here. This Denver Nuggets team coming back home. They beat up on the Jazz. They just played this Toronto team, and this Toronto team took them to overtime in the last game that they played. Now they're 10.5-point favorites in this spot. Now they've covered in back-to-back games. Now the Nuggets are starting to play better ATS. And Toronto has been awesome against the spread. They got blown out in their first game against the Cavaliers, where they didn't cover a 6.5-point spread. Since then, they've covered every single spread. They're 2-5 straight up, a 6-1 ATS. Now we get the question of, can they keep it going here in the Mile High? Let's take a look at the line history. It opened up in a 9.5. It's now a 10. So we have a move towards Denver in this game. Line opened up 229. It's up to a 231.5. Looking at the cash flow in this game, 75% tickets, 74% cash is on the Raptors. Yet this line is moving towards the Nuggets. So we have a public road dog here in this spot. 89% tickets, 91% cash on the over in this one here. If I'm playing, I'm laying. I would only look towards the Denver Nuggets in this game if I'm betting the side in this one. Even though they're coming in off of a nice blowout win, they need to start to pick it up. And Denver really should have lost that first game against the Raptors. When we were looking at it, they should have easily lost that game. I kind of want to lay the double digits with the Nuggets here in this spot. It's a lean for me at the moment. I might get to it.
No, they have been playing a little bit better, but I don't think it's anything I really want to go and try to chase. Nuggets coming home after – oh, no, sorry, they are home again. They did come off a home game. The big thing for me is third game in 4 days for the Raptors, and it's in altitude. So yes. I don't really like that spot for them. Yes, Toronto's been a nice covering team. Trust me, if anybody knows, it's me, because I've been riding Toronto pretty much since the Nuggets game. I was on them against the Nuggets. I was on Charlotte. I was on them against Charlotte. I was on them against the Lakers. I was on them with Sacramento. This has just been a Toronto team that I've trusted, and they've been covering for me. I think this is a bad spot for them. I'm not laying double digits with the Nuggets. I feel no reason to lay double digits with the Nuggets. They are not a double-digit win type of team. I'm going to stay off this game. Obviously, I'll be rooting for my Nuggets, but I did not feel the need to go after this game.
Sign me up. I'm going to lay the 10 with the Nuggets here. Denver Nuggets minus 10, minus 110 over on Bet365. I'm going to lay it here with Denver.
Okay. Valpal? Valparaiso versus Liberty. We have that game at a 9.13, so it's pretty much right on there. Toronto revenge. Hey, Nick, tell me if this is a little bit of a shocker to you. Marcos is betting against the Nuggets.
Shocked.
Raptors +9 in the over. Westbrook props when they come out, most likely. Pass overall, lean Nuggets. Raptors cover. Nuggets -1. Fourth quarter spread.
Oh, fourth quarter spread. Fourth quarter.
That's interesting.
Okay. No, I like that play, actually, because that just tells me what that is saying is that the altitude and the 3 games in 4 days catches up to the Raptors in the fourth quarter.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, that actually is really appealing. That's not a play that I'm going to go out there and bet, but that's a great angle.
Aaron Gordon's out? Is he actually? I didn't check the injury reports. I only check injury reports if I really see like a massive line movement and the real need to do that. Night games. Let's take a look. Oh, Embiid's out tonight. Oh, wait, never mind.
He plays still?
Gordon is questionable. Sorry, he's probable for the game. It's Murray who's going to be out. Concussion protocol. So it's not Gordon, it's Murray. Nuggets and Wolves parlay. That's a -113. They're both double-digit favorites. Tim, official play for the parlay.
Yeah,
MJ
I just tracked that for you.
MJ just endorsed Trump. Okay. You're a go. Okay.
Who cares?
I'm not going to get into politics here. Nick will end up doing betting stuff with it. I'm not going to talk about it. Let's keep rolling. I don't think I'm going to have any more NBA plays, though, the rest of the card.
Yeah, we have the Philadelphia 76ers and the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are 7.5 point favorites in this game, total 226.5. Line opened up 7.5, went down to a 7, back to a 7.5, down to a 7. And then line opened up 224.5, now down to 223.5. So we have a move towards the Sixers in this game. And what was it? What did I say for the total? A move towards the under. Move towards the under on the total by a point. Let's take a look at the cash flow. 74% tickets, 66% of cash on the over. Line moving towards the under. 56% tickets, 53% of cash on the Sixers. Line's moving slightly towards them. I lean Philly in this game, getting all the points. I just don't trust Phoenix laying this type of number. It would be my lean there. And it would be an under. I would lean under in this game. We have a Philadelphia 76ers team that's really struggled. Granted, they're 4-1 to the over. So that probably will keep me off of the spot. The Suns are a perfect 3-0 at home. And Philadelphia is 1-1 on the road. Philly coming in off of a blowout loss against Memphis. Maybe this is a bounce back spot for them. Not a game I'm going to get involved with.
So I feel like this game is, it's not quite like the Bucks game, but at what point are we going to start being a little bit more wanting to invest in Philly and Milwaukee futures? Like just win total. Because Milwaukee start off 1-5. Philadelphia is starting off 1-4. Both of them are monster dogs today. So it's a really realistic chance they're going to be 1-4, 1-6, and 1-7. Or 1-5 and 1-6. At what point should we start looking at them? Because they're not going to be this bad the entire year. I feel like there could be a little bit of buy low with them. Not yet. I would wait for Embiid to come back.
I
would wait for Embiid to come back, but
yeah.
Go ahead.
The way I would approach it is not their win total over, because that's still, there's probably value in it with how bad they've started.
Mm-hmm.
But could this be a spot where instead of taking their over win total, maybe wait for a reasonable number and take them to make the playoffs type of thing?
Well, they're going to make the playoffs. I feel like that.
I know. And what I'm saying is hope they continue losing and you get a pick 'em or something like that.
Maybe. I don't hate that option.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not getting a good enough number on those right now. Because the Bucks to make the playoffs are minus 750. And what are the Philadelphia 76ers to make the playoffs? That would be
Probably pretty juicy.
minus 1100. Yeah, no, okay. I thought there was going to be better opportunities to bet them to make the playoffs, but I forgot everybody in the NBA makes the playoffs.
More or less.
But I was hoping for better numbers, not minus 500 and minus 1100. So
I don't blame you. But I am passing on this game. But it would be trying to look towards futures. Brown out. Boston. Gordon is probable. Yes, Gordon is probable for today's game. So I'm going to guess he's probably going to play. Well, MJ MJ is not stupid. We're not going to get into politics here. It's just saying Phoenix. Fine. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. I just don't want to start an entire conversation about it. This is a sports show, not a political show.
Tonight will be.
Yeah, Nick will do a political show tonight. You guys can talk politics there. Sixers cover. I feel like they all get paid to endorse. I think a bunch of people probably do, but I don't know. Pass under 226.5. Yeah, MJ always been more of a Republican guy, though lately he's getting all the money. Yeah, I mean, most rich people are Republican. Fair to say?
Yeah.
Nick, that Saints under is looking beautiful. Been on it with you.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm not saying it's going to hit, but all of a sudden, Panthers over 5.5 wins have life. They play the Giants next week. That could be 3 wins, and then I need 3 wins in the last whatever games. It's not dead.
Did you do NFL yet? We have not. No. 10 teams basically have a shot, even with negative records. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's I don't like the 10-team playoff. I think it's stupid because it just invites mediocrity, like the Bulls getting in or something like that. But
yeah,
let's keep on rolling.
But yeah, we'll keep on going. Final game, right?
Yes, final game of the NBA card.
And Tim, did you realize how these games are
15 minutes apart, just like the one hockey night?
That's awesome. That's really cool.
I just find it stupid that they're doing it on the day the first day of college basketball. But I know they're doing it today because nobody's playing tomorrow due to Election Day.
Correct.
Because they want everybody to go out and vote.
Correct.
Which you should.
Which everybody should go out and vote, regardless of what party you're affiliated with. Everybody needs to vote. This is still America. But anyways, I will do that more. I will do that more tonight. When we talk about betting odds and things along those lines and statistics and numbers. Line opened up 3.5 up to a 4 now for these Clippers. Line opened up a 219. It's down to a 215. So move towards the under here as well. The Clippers have become a pretty simple team for me. And I'm going to implement this going forward. I have no interest in them as a favorite. None. Right. And none. 65% tickets, 61% of cash on them. Lines move towards them. 91% tickets, 86% cash on the over. It's Spurs or nothing on the side, even though the lines moved to half point towards the Sixers. So the Sixers do look a little sharp, but nothing crazy. Or not the Clippers. I am going to back the Clippers when they're a dog in the first half. I have been burned twice by them having nice leads in the first half, blowing them, and not covering in either game.
Yep.
So it'll be Clippers first halves for me going forward if I'm looking to bet that team. Because I'm going to take a look into this because I know Covers has these stats, which probably should have attacked these a little bit more. Because Covers does have stats when it comes to head-to-head matchups on first quarter scoring, second quarter scoring, third quarter scoring, fourth quarter scoring, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see real quick. The Clippers offense goes from that's actually not as crazy as I thought it would be. 29 points in the first quarter, 24.8 in the second quarter, 27.2 in the third quarter, 25.7 in the fourth quarter. So it actually doesn't really change too much. So that's kind of interesting there. Maybe it's their defense. Maybe it's their defense that falls apart late. Yeah, they go from 23 points in the first quarter, 27 points in the fourth quarter, then 29, 28.5 in the third and fourth quarter. So yeah, their defense falls apart in the second quarter or the second half.
All right. I think I found the bet that you would want to take for this game. It's plus 625. Clippers win the first half. Spurs win the game.
Ooh.
Plus 625.
Yeah, we were just talking about that too.
I know, that's why I was looking up the double result for you. I'm not going to bet this game. I don't feel the need to go after every single game. I feel happy with the NBA card that I do have today, along with the shit ton of college basketball I have. That's the only way I could really approach this game. But I'm not going to touch this one. I'm happy with my card for today.
Yep.
I wouldn't say that. It's probably 50-50 celebrities leaning lib, but that's depends on what you
see. That in my head, there's a difference between celebrities and rich people. Celebrities are millionaires. Rich people, we're talking more billionaires. Is the way I was thinking there. Is
that's why Elon Musk is big on
billionaires. Trump. Most billionaires are Trumps. Yes, or are Republican, not Trumps. They're Republicans.
Well, yeah, this election. Yeah. Anyways.
Yes.
Don't talk about my Bulls like that. I know I had to throw them out there, but have the Clippers won at home yet? Do the Clippers really even have a home?
Yes, they do. It's a brand new arena. Have you seen what they've done? They're not at Crypto.com anymore. They're at the Intuit Dome.
I thought there was.
And they have it's really cool. They have their own little they make it look like a student section. They have their own super fan section that is right behind the basket, where everybody's going hoot and holler. It's actually really cool.
Shows how much I've watched Clipper games this year. I don't watch the games, so agree. Vote under. Spurs or nothing. Is Purdue going to be a good team this year? I'm not entirely sure. I am on them today. Clippers under. Clippers win first game on the new gym. Go and vote. Bucks plus 9.5 official. There you go, Nick.
Yes, I tracked that. Yep.
Morning, gentlemen. Is today the last day to vote?
Nope.
No, you can vote tomorrow.
Tomorrow is election day. Tomorrow, I think the polls close. Obviously, do your research on your each individual voting locations, but I don't know exactly what time the polls close, but make sure to look it up so you can get there and vote by that time.
There you go. Is there an NCAA spreadsheet? There is. There is an NCAA spreadsheet.
Which we can post that in, what do you call it?
Member only.
In the member only.
Spurs just won. Letdown spot? Possibly. Wait, they don't play at Crypto? No, they don't anymore. Warriors, first half full game. Nuggets, first half full game. Let's hop over to football, Nick.
Yeah, let's get into it here. We have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chiefs minus 9.5, total 45.5 in this game here. I did make a move on this game. Let's talk about it. I'm on the over. I'm on over 45.5 minus 110. Let's see where we have. I'm getting up the markets here. In this game, we have the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs, 7-0, 5-2 ATS. They're 3-4 over under this year, perfect 3-0 at Arrowhead. On the flip side, the Buccaneers are 4-4 straight up NATS. They're 6-2 the over this year. And when you look at what this Bucs team has done the last few weeks, they've played primarily overs. They've played over in 5 straight games. Their defense has struggled. 31, 41, 27, 36, 16. That was their one good game, and 26. Their offense has clicked. 26, 31, 51, 30, and 33. So Baker Mayfield and that offense have no problem putting up points. And if I were to take a second play on this game, it would be a Tampa Bay team total over. It was the way I would approach that, because I see really no problems in the Buccaneers being able to put up points in this game, which I kind of want to take a look at. What do you call it? What the team total over is for these for the Buccaneers is, because that might be an ad here. I'm seeing 17.5 at even money, 18.5 even money on Fanatics, 17.5 on Pinnacle. I'm kind of leaning towards a team total over 17.5 in this one here as well for the Bucs. I think they put up points in this game.
Yeah, I passed on this game. I didn't. If anything, I would probably lean towards laying it. This is just a Kansas City Chiefs team that looks dominant. Also, you got the Chiefs that are going to be the Bucs that are down a receiver and Godwin for the rest of the year, and this is kind of be their first game without him. So it's going to be I think it might be a little bit more tougher for Tampa Bay to score against a good defense in Kansas City. So for me, I don't really feel the need to go after this one. If I'm playing, I'm laying, but I don't really feel the need to go after Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Golden State got a new arena. Yeah. Although like when they moved. Nice. Marcus, we don't care. Go MSU, go green, go white. Yes. JK. Can't vote in Toronto. Fair. Let's go Bucks. At least we get NHL tomorrow. Yeah, Chiefs don't cover big spreads. Predators puck line in the under. Oilers money line in the over. Chiefs official play.
What? By the way, I'm seeing your official plays here, Robert. I need the juice for them as well.
Under. Well, if it's a spread, just automatically assume minus 110, right?
Yeah, he also has player props in there too. So I just want to know the vig for it.
Over. Kansas City will never lose again. On.
This team will never lose again.
I love it.
No Mike Evans and no Godwin. That's what I'm nervous about. Mahomes over passing yards. I could see it. KC three-peat is real. They might not lose. When the refs are on your side, yeah. Kansas City minus 6.5 in the over on a teaser. Why not? Travis Kelce over 71.5 receiving yards. Official play. Honestly,
yes.
Probably assume that those are minus 110s.
I'm going to give you minus 110 on all of them unless you say otherwise.
The Vikings kicker is a jerk. LOL, my 3-man kicker prop plus 700 boosted parlay missed.
He was hurt. But he missed a couple kicks.
I like the over. Kareem Hunt rushing yards and anytime touchdown. Baker any interception. The total is low for a reason. Mike Evans is out too. Do we have any big dogs winning outright in college basketball? Any big dogs winning outright? Should we take a shot?
Basketball?
Here,
you want to take a shot? I got one that I kind of had circled for an outright winner.
How big of a dog are we saying?
Meet. Give me the Roadrunners. Cal State Bakersfield beats the Golden Bears tonight.
That's not really a big dog. Indiana State, 6-point dog. I don't really see any like double-digit dogs outright. Bakersfield maybe, but both quarterbacks throw an interception. Bucky Irvin over 15.5 yards. Official.
Yep. Receiving yards. Yep.
Receiving yards. 3-peat undefeated, plus 200 or higher in college basketball. I think Indiana State's a plus 200 or higher. But Bakersfield probably is the better option. Let's head to your hockey.
Yeah, let's get into it here. And oops, I forgot to finish my spreadsheet because I got distracted with college basketball. So let me quickly do this. All right. I apologize.
Unbelievable.
I just need to type in a couple numbers. I'm lucky that we've gotten up to over 10 games now, so it's easier for me to punch in numbers quicker. So let's do that, and boom. All right, let's get into it here. The Nashville Predators and the LA Kings. The Preds minus 135 favorites with a total of 6 in this game here. We have the Kings coming in off of a shootout loss in their last game. They lost to the Blackhawks in their last game. They're 6-3-3 to start the year. They've played a ton of road games. On the flip side, Nashville 4-6-1. They are 5-3 at Bridgestone Arena. They're in Nashville, Tennessee. They are coming in off of a 5-2 win against the Colorado Avalanche. And for me in this game, my projections have the Preds as favorites, slight favorites. I would it'd be dog or pass for me here at the LA Kings. If I'm looking to bet this game, I'm going to take a shot at the dog. But ultimately, and I would take a small shot at the over in this game as well if I'm looking to bet the total in this game. But there's a nice card tomorrow. I don't know how much I'm getting involved in tonight's games. If I'm betting anything, it's the Kings, though.
You know how I'm going to approach hockey today? Because I wanted to try to find something with value. I feel like the best way for me to find something with value is I'm going to take the Kings here, and I'm going to parlay them with the Edmonton Oilers. Take both dogs, and I'm getting plus 368 for it. Because I just don't see enough value in taking the Kings individually. I don't see enough value in taking the Oilers individually. I'm going to take a shot at both of them outright. So I'm gonna grab both dogs today and just kind of roll with that, Nick.
Fair. Yeah, that's a tricky spot. Is this? Ooh, okay. I know what's gonna be my play for the next game, but yeah, because this is it'll be an interesting spot coming up here for the Devils.
Packers lose. Two sides are minus 110. Kelsey yards is plus 110.
Okay, thank you.
Always a few plus 800 wins on big cards. Yeah, of course. Bakersfield plus 13, minus 110 official play. Predators in the under. Predators puck line. Predators team total over. All those official plays for him. I don't hate the Kings plus 1.5 as a parlay piece. Over 6 is an official play. Pass. Nothing suggests Preds are better. What if you reverse puck line both of them and lay half a unit on each? Maybe, but I'm not going to do that. Forsberg over shots on goal. Good luck today, ESPN chat. You too as well. Cyclones, Iowa State minus 45.5. I didn't feel the need to jump on that one. I think that was like a borderline play, but minus 45.5. They're against, it wasn't even a borderline play. Actually, at 45.5, it would be a lean towards the Valley. Marcia show point. Noah Gray over yards, minus 110. South Dakota State plus 10 and money line. They're not that bad. Let's see what South Dakota State. On a neutral, we have that game at a South Dakota State's not a 10. We have it as at a 3.5, so I don't think it's that high. Byfield point, Noah Gray, I like. Final game of the card, next.
Yeah, we have the New Jersey Devils and the Edmonton Oilers. Both these teams coming in off of a game against the Calgary Flames, so that's kind of interesting there. We have the Oilers off of a win against them. They played them yesterday, so this is the second half of a back-to-back here for the Edmonton Oilers in this game here. And we have the New Jersey Devils. They played a few days ago. They lost to this New Jersey team, or that Calgary team, 3-0. There's your little hint on the play for today, because now It lost yesterday, unfortunately. So it's 13-6-1 now. Overall this year, 20 times it's happened, 13-6-1 to the full game over with a team coming in off of a shutout. Over 6.5 for me in this game. I'm going to shop around, try to find the best available number for this one here. But I'm going to be on the over 6.5 in this game, even though my projections say it should be 6.17 goals. That is what it is. And I'm going to take the Devils here also at -1. Oh, did this line move up to -130? Why is this being stupid? Show me today's games. There we go. I can get, wow, -120 on FanDuel is the best available number. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to still take the I'm going to double up on this game. I like this game better than the other one. Devils -120 on FanDuel, and then the over 6.5 -110 on ESPN Bet.
I'm going to stick with my parlay and just roll with that. So not really gonna, not adding anything else to the NHL. That's it for me today. Nick, kind of finish out the show. I'm putting up all the plays up on the site for college basketball because it's officially up now.
All right, awesome. Yeah, let's head back to the chat here in this one. Devils puck line. I like it. Over 6.5 -108 official play for you there. So let me track that there. New Jersey, Edmonton over 6.5 -108. There you go.
And
Mike,
by the way, Nick, we're not going to add any of the extra plays to the site.
Okay.
I'm just going to do the night befores.
Okay.
Yep.
Duke -29.5 and over 154.5 in Mizzou. I wait a little bit for totals. We don't bet totals early in the season.
Maine today.
And then Duke, who's Duke play?
Maine.
So you said you had a.
We're on Maine plus 30. It's one of the extra plays. Maine plus 31.
Fair. Yeah. I'm trying to see if that. Yeah, it's plus 31 over on CapperTek as well. I'm going to be on that too. Gardner Webb plus 26.5. Tim, what did we get for that one?
Sorry, I don't have the spreadsheet up on my main thing. That game was what? Gardner Webb. Against Tennessee, we have it at a 25.5.
1.5.
So slightly in that way. Nothing crazy.
Oilers team total over 3.5 plus 124. Interesting look. Yeah, on BetMGM, I see the Jackrabbits as plus 10.5 and plus 375 money line. There you go.
Oh wow.
Hughes 2 points. Devils team total over 3.5. Pass him staying off the NHL today. That's fair. Hyman anytime point plus 120. Hyman point plus 120. Duke -29.5. Missouri over 154.5. Gonzaga -5.5. There you go. He sheer point. Let me track that. He sheer point at plus 160. That's 160 for he sheer point. Yeah. Oilers over anytime goal for Draisaitl and point for Bouchard. Hyman only plus 120. That's terrible value. Bouchard assist at -114. Card after show. Yes. Hyman has been dominating the last 2 games. Fair. Brat point or Brat assist. My bad. I know that's been a nice play there. The new Ryan Nugent-Hopkins point or assist at plus 150. Robert and I are seeing the board opposite today. Fair. Arvidsson point. Is -117. Maine plus 31 for In there. Cool. Minus 110. I did go 1-6 yesterday. Fair. Howard and Liberty spread. Okay. Oilers team total over 23.5 is a play for you. There, you have a lot of action on that on this Oilers game. All right. Hyman is a goal, not a point. Heard. Cool. Thank you. Yep. All right. Yep, I read it wrong. Yep. And Heishier. Oh, yeah, I can't read apparently. Yep, I see that now. My bad. Anytime goal, but yep, I got you. Yep. Nope, I read it quick. Robert predicting goalies not to show up tonight. Nope. But that is everything for today's card, Tim. We'll put our CapperTek, as we will be posting all of our college basketball there. I'll be posting.
There will be more college basketball on the CapperTek than on the site. There will still be a bunch on the site, like 9 to 10 plays a day on the site.
Yep. But all the other ones there. So there we go. But that is everything for today's slate. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys same time, same place for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck, everyone.